So I still have all of these. I do need to bring these all downstairs now. Well, maybe not all of them, like the Danme and the YA can probably stay up here. But yeah, I do need to bring all this down and add it to my pile. It is near the end of August, and in September there's a 1330, so I'm wondering, what am I gonna read? Probably this, probably as much as possible. Try and go for 30 again. So yeah, we shall see. This is what I need to read. But yeah, here we go. This is volume 1 of Engage with its plastic on, and a chef, and this guy. And I could get the second volume for like £7 something, but I'm gonna hold off and see if I can get it later on. Maybe by Sci-Fi or Traveling Man, see what the prices are on there as well. Yeah, let's see what volume 1 is like. As I said, before I start this, I am going to do some editing on here of my haul. I was like, of something. I have a few things before I go to work. So I don't know how much I'm going to get of this done. I might end up listening to an audiobook. Today is the 29th of August. Like I said, it's nearing the end of August, and Louisa Masters has released another one of the Demon books, and it's not narrated by Joel Leslie. Is it Greg Boudreau? And so if you get it with KU, you can get the audio narration usually for like £2 or £3, which I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I definitely have been missing out on an audiobook for the last like 2 weeks. I feel like I can't remember the last audiobook I listened to, and I was like, I even started listening to a few that were on YouTube. Just even though I have Audible, and with Audible you get free Mail Romance ones, it's just like you got to be in the mood for them, and I just feel like I could get the audiobook for that, and that would be one I would really enjoy because it's Louisa Masters. And even though I always say Louisa Masters is like a 3.5 star read for me all the time, there's been more because I've gone back and I've enjoyed the little cute dopamine hit that I get with it, that I've been more generous with my star rating and being like, yeah, let's give her a 4, or let's give her a 4.5, or let's give her a 5, because I feel like she's earned it. I think we've both earned it. If I read all of her work and it just keeps spinning off and spinning off and spinning off and spinning off, then I feel like I've earned the joy of a higher star rating, because all these characters are there and I enjoy the characters. So yeah, I can't remember what it is. I'll put it on the screen if I can remember to put it on screen. Whatever it is. So yeah, I'll maybe get the audiobook while I'm editing this, because I don't think I'm going to get much of this read today before I go to work. And this is a little omake, a wee extra to the vlog. I'll maybe we'll see. I have it now. I may as well. I'm in the groove. I'm in the Naru mood. So yeah, we'll see how much I can get done of that. But I am gonna get some editing done first, and that banana bread is calling me. So I am not quite finished. It's been taking a wee while to upload all the stuff, so I'll have to finish editing that later on. And I have not even taken the plastic off this. That's just how it is. But I have eaten my banana bread. A package arrived, but I probably won't open it now. It'll be in next month's haul video. I'll maybe open it tomorrow. Just because I don't have much time now. And it's starting to rain, so I'm going to go get my jacket so I can go on. So I am away to work just now. I might pop in, get some carrots on the way home to make some carrot cake to take to work tomorrow. We'll see if I can get that done in the morning. So yeah, this vlog is carrying on just a little bit extra, because I do want to try and see if I can read some of Engage, see what it's about. I do not know. But yeah, I did not get the Audible version. I might though, because It's still a full credit. It's not whisper synced, so it would still be a full credit, but I do have like 6 credits and I need to use them up. But I don't know. I'll maybe listen to something else on the way to work. I just feel like I need to have an audiobook at any given time. They just are a little bit too absorbing at times. But yeah, I will listen to some crappy audiobook so that I'm fine with not listening to the end of it. Something free as part of my Audible subscription that I'm like, this is rubbish. That's generally what most of my DNFs this year have been. Me trying an audiobook and going, no. So anyway, I'm going to get my stuff ready and go to work. We'll check in either later on tonight or tomorrow. So it is the next day. I do have some more banana bread. I've had sausage on a roll. This is like my, I don't know, second or third cup of coffee today. And I have not even looked at this. When I got home last night, I did some more editing. I need to do it, but I don't have the time because I've been spending the morning making carrot cake cupcakes. They're in the oven just now, so I do have some time, so I could probably open this up and give it a wee read. I'm going to see how much I can get done today, because it's the 30th, and then tomorrow's the 31st, and then September is a 13/30. So I've got quite a lot of things that I purchased this year that I could read. So I'm going to look at that as well and see what I've got on my... but yeah, carrots everywhere when you're having to grate them. So I've got about 10 minutes or so before they come out the oven. I'll show you how they are, but I think I'll give this a wee start, seeing as I've got a bit of time. So I didn't get terribly far before these need to get taken out. They're looking quite good, actually. They look quite nice. Yeah, they smell good. I mean, not too bad. They're still warm, so I can't ice them. I do have just the Betty Crocker one. But they do smell delicious, and I was thinking maybe I won't actually bother icing them here. Maybe just take this pot with me to work, and then I can put these in a tub. It's a bit easier to transport them, and then people can put as much or as little icing on as they want. So yeah, I'm just gonna let them cool until I have to go to work. So I haven't got too far into this because it really didn't take very long. Once you actually made the batter. So we just got introduced to May and know that he wants to meet a fabulously gorgeous person from his past. I do have this parcel though, so I thought I may as well open it. Shall we get it open? I know what this is from Momok, so the German seller, so hopefully it's a good one. Oh, number 4 of Sasaki and Miyano. These are ones that I've been picking up as and when I can for pretty good prices. So it's a little bit of a dink there, but not too bad. And I can't remember how much I paid for this, like £4 or £5, something like that. And that's a good price, I feel like, for this series, because as much as it's a cute little series, I'm not like massively enamored. I'm enjoying it enough, but it's not like my absolute fave. And generally, they are quite slim, although there is quite a lot because they've got that 4-panel comic type setup. So you do get quite a lot of story in it, even though it is quite slim. But they are kind of pricey if you're buying them brand new. Yeah, yen press sometimes can be a little bit pricey. So getting it secondhand or getting it when it's a good deal is probably the way to go about it. So I think I have now... I think I have volume 6, maybe 7, something like that. So I think I just need to get volume 5. And then I'll have quite a big chunk of the series, which is good because for a long time I didn't have any of them. But yeah, this is obviously not going to be in my August haul. This hopefully will be my September haul, maybe. Just this on its own. Fingers crossed that no buy month goes well. I think with the 13/30, that's always a good thing. It kind of stops me from buying too much, I think. Just because I'm so busy, like, oh, I've got so much to read. I don't need to buy anything. And that's the feeling I want because I do have so much to read. I do not need to buy anything. So yeah. So this will go on the haul shelf ready for the end of September. So, although I might read it because I can. I've read volume 3. I can just read this. I did have volume 5 kind of, there was a cheaper version, but I think it was still £7 something. So if it goes a bit cheaper, then see, I'm already, maybe this isn't a good thing. Convincing myself. Delusion. Convince yourself. Yeah, no, I'll hold off. I'll hold off from buying volume 5. So good morning. It is actually Monday. It's in September now. And I am still reading Engage. I got home last night after having a really great weekend with my family. We went to the beach and it was just a nice day, a nice couple of days. And when I got home, my mum was on the phone, so I didn't actually get a chance to update before it got quite dark, and I was very tired, so I just went to bed early. It is a very rainy day today though, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done today, and I can probably feel a little headache coming, which means I probably shouldn't be eating something sweet and caffeine filled. This is an almond croissant that is made by a fancy bakery called Bacchus. That's in Fortrose, and we went through Fortrose to go to the beach yesterday. So I wanted to stop off and see if I could get something like a croissant or a pain au chocolat or something that they're famous for, and it is just the most amazing. It's so good. It's so good. So I'm happy I got one. This just looks. I'm gonna enjoy this. It's gonna be great. So yeah, I'm gonna have something to eat, have a cup of coffee, and carry on with Engage. I did not get very far with it at all over the weekend. I picked up a couple of times and then just was like distracted by dogs and kids and family stuff. So it was a fun weekend, but exhausting, and I didn't really get a chance to finish this. So in terms of my 13:30. So I'm technically behind already, but then I can catch up. It's fine. I was reading. I just didn't get very much done. So yeah, today I want to try and finish this and see if I can wrap up this vlog so I can start my 13:30s. As usual. So technically, does this count for 13:30 if I finish this today? I think it should. Technically. But yeah, I'm just gonna plan to do this today. I don't know what else. So yeah, just this to finish off. So I ate about half the croissant. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy, but I have got to the end of the first chapter. This is how long it's taken me to read, because every time I started I would like read from the beginning again over the last couple of days. But I have to say I really respect May, because he did a good job of confessing his feelings. I was like, that was a nice and very sweet confession. And at the end of the first chapter, you get this dun dun dun, and I was like, what? So if you haven't read this yet, don't spoilers. Because that's the thing, like Love Nest, I think most people will have already read because it's been out for a while. So, but Engage is just a fairly new one. When did it come out? Let me just see. I'm pretty sure it was this year, right? Was it this year? This year. April 2024. And then the second one's out as well. So they're both come out in 2024, which is pretty good. I really want it because I'm like, this is only going to get half the story. I'm going to be so disappointed. Anyway, I'm going to continue reading and see what happens. Or at least for half the story. I'm like, damn, do you want to read this? Because you don't have volume 2. And you're going to get to the end of volume 1 and be like, argh! So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to continue reading. I think I'll just read this for today. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, it's been really funny reading some of these volumes, Love Nest and this. Just because, well, it's September now, but in August, like, the things I've read since the 801 readathon and my bingo board, and I've been like, oh, this would have been great for this, or this would have been great for that. And something's come up, and I'm just like, all right, okay, this would be good for that particular prompt of the bingo. Yeah, it's funny how some things are just repeated. And I was about hereish, and I was thinking, oh, I bet this is what's gonna happen, and it is. Anyway, I'll keep on reading. Okay, now it's just taunting me. There's only one bed. There's only one bed. Yeah, this would have been really good. I'm gonna need to come up with some more prompts for the bingo board for next time. So yeah, if you've got any recommendations for BL tropey things, yeah, stick them in the comments so I can put them into the bingo board for the next time. So I have not eaten it all. It was quite a lot, so I'm going to wrap this up and put this away for tomorrow probably. So I finished volume 1, and I'm really annoyed, like I knew I would be. I want volume 2. I want to keep reading. I want to know what happens next. So that's kind of annoying. Anyway, this is the end of this vlog. It seemed like the longest vlog ever, but then I suppose I did read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, that's quite a lot. 8 volumes. Sorry, Katie, I didn't realise that's what was going to happen when we were like, let's just read Love Nest. So instead of the 4 volumes, I've ended up reading 8. I really wish it was 9 though. So yeah, Naru is such an interesting character. I haven't really talked about what this story is about. So we meet Mei, who is helping out with the Suzumori taiyaki shop, but he's actually been working as a handyman, and he's lost his job. So he's still fairly young, 21, helping out with the family business, but also on the lookout for something else. And then we have the one person that he's absolutely in love with, and that is Naru, who comes and gets taiyaki from the shop once every year when they have their special sale. They have like a special event. And so he goes and visits him, and they meet up and they chat, and he's totally in love with Naru and decides to confess his feelings so that he can move on with his life. Because he's 21 and he should have a better life. And just that one day a year he gets to meet this mabushi type person that he's obsessed with. And he finds out a few things about him from this other guy who's trying to do like investigative journalism. And he tells him some things about him. And so when he confronts Naru then lets him know, they're related, and the Naruse family and things like that. And they end up spending some time together as nephew and uncle, even though they are aware of each other's, well, Naru's aware of his feelings. They're aware of his feelings, Mei's feelings. But yeah, it's been interesting learning a bit about Naru's background, but I think there's much more to know, and I think that's what we would be finding out, especially when it comes to his brother, Mei's father, and their whole relationship, So what's been going on with the Narases, and what more on Naru's side, because he's always been a mysterious figure in all of these books as well. So yeah, I think volume 2 is where I'll find out some answers, which is a bit of a shame that I don't have it, because I would very much like to. So I'll have to keep an eye out. It will go on the list. It will go on my shopping list. I will get it eventually. But apparently Love Nest is carrying on, and it was good to have some of the characters from Love Nest in here. I thought that was quite nice. But yeah, apparently she's quite happy to just carry on. So there might be more volumes at some point with these characters. So yeah, that's me done. I will now send a message to Katie and be like, I finally finished. And it does mean I can then go on to the 30 and 30, because September has already started. I'm now behind. I need to, although I have read a volume, so yeah, technically. But yeah, I do. I'll need to send Katie a message and see where she's at. And Naru, for being the shit stirrer with all of these, I want to see him be a little bit, what's the word? Shook up a bit. I want to see him shook up. I want to see him affected emotionally. But he was only a little bit affected in here. He still is able to maintain his calm and cool facade, even if what he's talking about is deep emotions and things like that. So he's very rarely showing that, and I want to see more of that from him. So yeah, I think I will really enjoy volume 2, which will be a good wrap up for these several volumes. It's nice. It's a good one to read Minaduki Yuu's work. I love the chibis. The chibis are my favourite thing. So yeah, I will check in with Katie and let her know how I've been doing. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I have no idea what kind of vlog this is going to end up being, so I'll have to put it in and edit it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching to the end of this. Let me know what your thoughts are on Minaduki Yuu and her spin-off. I love it when mangaka do that, and it's just like, especially because they never mean to. They never mean to, and then they end up with like multiple series and lots of very beloved characters. So I may as well just open it here. I know what this is, and I know it's from Sci-Fi, and I know I spent just slightly over the £10 because I had £10 in store credit. I mean, they do package everything really well to make sure everything's fine. So, happy days. So yeah, I had £10 because I've spent so much this year. You get points and stuff, so I could cash them in for store credit. So I did. The obligatory stack of... Good, I'm glad I didn't get like as many as last time. I have way too many of these. I still don't know what to do with them. So yeah. Ja-ja! Move this out the way. So, this is what I got. I got Engage Volume 2 and I Cannot Reach You Volume 2. So I can now go ahead and read this because I read Volume 1 and I've got Volume 3, 4 and 5. So I'm behind still though, because I think Volume 6 and maybe Volume 7 as well has already been released. But it does mean I can read the rest of the series that I have. And it's super cute. I really enjoy them. The first volume was really, really nice. So I really want to read the rest of this. And I also got this one covered in plastic, because I was reading this with Katie and I thought, oh, well, I'll just read the first volume of Engage because I've got it. And then, of course, I was like, I want to read the rest. And then Katie said, why don't we just read Engage for September's buddy read? And I was like, great, because I started. So now I can carry on and read this. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. So yeah, now I might go on to read some I Cannot Reach You for this 1330, just because. But I also need to read this now as well because that's my buddy read, and it is past the 20th, so this is usually when we start. But yeah, these are the two things that I have technically purchased this month, but they were both, I think, like £6 or something. They were really cheap, and I managed to get them. And then of course I had a discount as well. So yeah, pretty good purchases, even though this is a no buy month. But because I have store credit, I don't think it counts, does it? I don't think it does. So yeah, these are my little haul. I'm very happy about that. So yeah, I think I might carry on and read this. So I just got back from work. It's a Saturday. I've got quite a few days that I'm having to work. And I'm gonna go put some food on, but I have this to read for, well, it's September, our September read. I've already read the first one, so let's see. I'm going to take the plastic off and give this a wee read as I go put some food on, because I'm quite hungry. It's starting to get a little bit colder, because I've already been reading some things today as well. But yeah, this is what I'm going to read. This will probably go on whichever vlog this goes in. I don't know now. So I just put on a pizza, and I'm now on to chapter 2. It kind of felt like it's been such a long time since I read the first volume. I was like, who are these people again? What happened? Really needed that first chapter just to be reacquainted with these two characters. Yeah, May and Naru. I was like, what are their names again? Shocking. It's been less than a month. They obviously didn't make too much of an impact, or just reading lots of other things afterwards and having this kind of a month. So yeah, I am enjoying this one. I know that there's like this sort of, how was his father and Naru's relationship? And then, of course, were they actually brothers? Or is it one of those not really brothers kind of situation? So yeah, I'm just going to continue this until I get my pizza out. And then I'm going to have some delicious dinner. So this is my pizza. I've got some dip and some potato salad, and I did decide to get a wee beer as well because I'm feeling really tired now, so I'm really hungry as well. I think I'm gonna have a few slices of this and maybe save the rest for later, or maybe even tomorrow. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'll check in when I've read a little bit more, or even finished, because I'm kind of flying through it now. So good morning. I have now finished volume 2 of Engage. I'm away to work soon, so I didn't know if this was going to be done in 2 volumes or if it was going to continue on, because I was wondering how it would be resolved just in the one and all of the things would be discussed. It's not. So I'm up to date with Engage, but I'm assuming we're going to have a volume 3. I like the art. It's very much like, the chibis are my favorite. I love the chibis. I love it when they're in chibi form. They're just so silly. And and I do like how Naru gets on so well with his adopted parents. It's lovely. Look at that face. Look at that chibi face. So yeah, and there seems to be definitely some like emotional movements, but they're not together until right at the end. There's more like a, because we know he has already confessed, but Naru just seems to be like, oh, but I'm your uncle, and then of course as soon as he's like, oh, I feel like you've been playing me. And I guess he has. I definitely feel like Naru has. Because there's secrets from the past just aren't being disclosed. I did like having these two in here. But yeah, I I can't say I'm enjoying it as much as I did at the start of the month. I really wish I had just read volume 2 straight after volume 1. I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more. So coming back to it, although it is beautiful. I mean, look at Naru like that. He's just gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, and the chippies are just funny. So yeah, I enjoyed it, but there's definite unanswered questions, so I just have to wait. Again. Anyway, I have to go to work. Once again, wrapping up this video, because this video is just a combination of like August's buddy read and September buddy read together. So yeah, I don't know I don't know when volume 3 is going to come out, so I will continue with the Minaduki Yuu universe with whatever is the next thing that we get. So I don't know. But yeah, it was fine. It was okay. I hope Katie's getting on okay. She wasn't doing terribly well the last time I spoke to her, so fingers crossed she's feeling better. But yeah, I'm glad that I got this, and I'm glad I read it. But yeah, I wish I'd been able to read it straight away. Anywho, thanks for watching this super long video. It will be now. Fingers crossed I can get it all edited. Yeah, hopefully watch it on double speed. Yeah, take care guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.